Hi. Hello there. I hear everyone's recording those ASMRs that are, definitely not porn. You know what I mean? I mean, they're very educational and shit. I mean, they're very nice, It feels so nice, Just relax and let me present you the Killing Floor 2 experience. You know how it goes, right? One of those ASMR shows, right? Nah, fuck that shit, man. I don't give a shit. Hello, people of the earth, and welcome back to QuickSaveTV. My name is Mike, and this is Killing Floor 2, baby. This is the game that good people at Chrono.gg presented to me, and they said, Mike, baby, please, Mike, I miss you, baby. I miss your graphic content, where you miss Templars in XCOM 2. When you play like a fucking idiot, and you lose your soldiers for no good reason. You're such a great player, Mike. Help us, dude. And I was like, come on, man. No time, you know how it is. Life gets its way. But like, come on, Mike. The game just doesn't sell. The sales have plummeted. And such a great game, sitting on a shelf. That's not good. But in all reality, they told me, you wanna do that, you piece of shit? And I was like, yeah, man, I like the idea. I like how it goes. Well, and the way it goes is this. Chrono.gg is a site that sells games, and every day they have a sale where they pick up a game, let's say Killing Floor 2, and another game tomorrow, that's pretty nice too. And they have a nice, juicy discount. So for $16, you would be getting Killing Floor 2 Digital Deluxe Edition. And as I open my browser page, because I'm not prepared for this at all, you would be getting 6 character skins in addition to your game, the soundtrack to the game that you can listen to, and some of the bosses are really cool. For example, the boss battles are really great, especially the boss battle against the Patriarch. That's my favorite, probably. And the art book to the game, which is, I mean, come on, man, who's gonna read that shit? I have 3 classes, 3 high school years of education. I ain't gonna read that shit, but I'm gonna appreciate the pictures. You get cosmetics as well. You get the fancy little glasses, just like mine. Not really, the cool glasses, right? Mine are not really cool. And you get the original Killing Floor 1 as well with your purchase. So for $16, you get, in effect, 2 games, one of which you are guaranteed to have fun with. Killing Floor 1 I didn't play, I cannot vouch for this. And you get a whole bunch of stuff for the game as well, which is really nice, in my opinion, right? In my estimation. One thing I forgot to mention is they've provided me with the CD key, so they've given it to me, and I also get a percentage of, if there's a lot of games, I would get a pretty penny out of this. So I just want you to know that, so you don't think I'm trying to lie to you or whatever. But, you know me, I wouldn't recommend garbage. Plenty of you know that. I've never recommended anything that I didn't like personally. And you know that. You know that if you watched my stream of Titan Quest... What was the fucking name of the game? Oh yeah, the one I'm talking about is called Titan Quest Ragnarok. That's the one, right? The game was so shit I was falling asleep. That's the game. I not only don't recommend you to try it, to play it, right? I don't even recommend you watching me play it, because I was quite frankly falling asleep. So yeah, if I don't like the game, I wouldn't recommend it. And this one I really liked. I played a ton of it on PlayStation 4. And now they've given me the key so I could make a review on, let's say, PC. And they have a nice, juicy sale going on. So yeah, continue with the video. That was a important public service announcement for the citizens of the earth. So what is Killing Floor 2, you ask? You're like, Mike, what is this garbage game and why you stopped playing XCOM 2? First of all, it's not a garbage game. Second, stop. Let's not talk about that. Killing Floor 2 offers you a multiplayer cooperative experience. It's something like what you expect from Payday 2, and I played a lot of Payday 2 as well. Payday 2, you shoot cops. In Killing Floor 2, you shoot zombies. Killing Floor 2 does not have a stealth element to it. There's also a different economy at play, and it doesn't really matter how much money you have, because you're trying to share money with your team. Money in Killing Floor 2 are a resource that you're trying to accumulate so that you get through the challenges. So when you reach the final boss, it's a good idea to buy all the stuff that you need and then purchase things for your teammates as well. Like basically you throw them the money so they can spend them. Especially some of the classes like Demolitionist really needs the money, And if he gets the money, he can carry the game and you can just, yeah, get the money, dude. When you're playing something like a field medic, you don't really give a shit how much damage you do. So you can afford to give a bunch of money to your teammates and, be able to cooperate in this way to brave more challenges. So what does the game count in itself, right? You have 93 weapons in total, if I'm not mistaken. mistaken, out of these 10 grenades, 10 melee weapons for each class, you have all kinds of pistols, revolvers, shotguns, automatic shotguns, you have rifles, assault rifles, SMGs, and oh yeah, a variety of grenade launchers, all kinds of stuff. You have M79 grenade launcher, you have RPG-7, the, you know, propelled rocket, also really nice. And all of them kind of do different things. Like, for example, M79 is really good against many weak mobs, whereas the RPG-7 is really good against single target. There is also sniper rifles, there's SMGs. SMGs are also really good against packs of small mobs if you're sitting in a corner, in a choke point, but are also very good against bosses. And each of the classes, of which there are 10, as I mentioned, they have different skills and abilities that you can spec in. They're actually called perks in this game, and at any point in the game, you can, between rounds, you can switch to a different class to try to offer something else to your team. And it's very important when you play on higher difficulty. When you play on normal, don't matter, right? But when you play on a higher difficulty, it really fucking does, you know what I mean? Not having a medic hurts. And it probably will mean that you will not be able to beat the game, reach the boss even, you know, that's a big deal. When you win the game, you have a chance to get loot. And you also get money, which eventually gets you loot. Like, that's a system that I didn't have before, that the game didn't have before. But they consistently patch the game, and as, you know, as they release more and more patches, they update it with content, they update it with events, they update it with all kinds of cool shit. Like, for example, there was this one event that you probably, you know, heard of, when enemies have big heads, but damage to body does no damage. So, like, it's, you know, the hits to body do not damage. So it was like, okay, it's easy to hit the head, but another fun one was where the enemies were exploding. That was piece of shit game mode, to tell you the truth. I died there more than I died in the entire game, you know, ever. Except for the highest difficulty, but you know, you expect that. Graphically and aesthetically, you can see it on your screen. It's exactly how you would expect a zombie shooter to look. It's pretty dark, the play of light and shadow is very well executed, and mobs are very well drawn, to be honest. The game is not the best looking game in existence, but the way it comes together is amazing, right? You can play it for hours, it's really enjoyable. My favorite thing about the game, hands down, is the sound. Sound of guns firing. Explosions, pistols, SMGs, assault rifles. There's also AK-12 in the game. Thank you, fantastic, I appreciate that. All of it is really enjoyable, right? And the gun models are very realistic too. And the way the character handles the gun model is absolutely fantastic, right? It sounds great, it reloads great, it's a great joy to fire from. In that regard, Killing Floor 2 is really good. And again, it was one of the things that really attracted me in this game, the way the character uses the guns. And, well, I think I've mentioned everything, and that was really nice. There are a lot of mechanics in the game that you can learn. There's a slow motion mechanic, a bind mechanic between rounds, and the mechanic of, you know, basically, you know, how do you scale your character, and how do you optimize your leveling, right, so that you are able to, which you actually carry on between games. Once you level your character to the maximum level, he stays there forever. And if you use him next, again, he's going to be a maximum level, you can use all the perks you've unlocked, then you can get all these benefits right from the start. And different classes, as I said, of which there are 10, give you different things. There are Berserker, a melee specialist that has one of the best long-range weaponry in the game. A Commando. Commando is a utility class that is good with assault rifles. Support is support class that's good with shotguns and is good with manipulating doors and holding objectives. Field Medic is really good at supporting his team, healing allies and poisoning enemies. Demolitionist is a piece of shit. Next. Firebug is another piece of shit, but in different regard. He's really good at setting the battlefield ablaze and just basically making the enemies burn down slowly. He's really good when you have a boss to kill and if he doesn't focus him, or if you have a lot of enemies that are fat but difficult to kill. Firebug is your boy. Gunslinger, really good with pistols and revolvers especially. Sharpshooter, really good with sniper rifles. SWAT, really good with SMGs. And Survivalist, he's not really good with anything, but he has a couple of interesting builds with shotguns and with explosives. And he's the only class that can operate individually away from his team without dying all the time, without needing a lot of help. And he's the best character to try to find the weapons that are scattered around level that you don't really want to be chasing after. But it's a very good idea to get a bunch of guns for yourself or get a bunch of quick money. So Survivalist is really good in that regard. So that's 10 classes. The weaponry, I'm not going to mention all of them, but there's a lot of cool stuff. And you're probably seeing it already on the screen. I tried to use a variety of weapons for this recording, so I hope it was enjoyable. So once again, if you go to chrono.gg right now, unless I'm terribly late, you should have the rest of this day to purchase the game. $16, you get one great game and one, let's say a game, right? I don't know how good it was. But Killing Floor 2 is really enjoyable. I played a whole ton of it on PlayStation 4. My sister played a ton of it. We both really enjoyed it, and we talked strategy and stuff about that. And it's something you can play easily with your friends, or if when you're tired after work. Just like, you know, 20 minutes, you can play a good round and you can go to bed. That's fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Thank you so much for watching. No, okay, let's just stop this ASMR shit. But really, it's nice. Go buy it. It's great. I will scream in your left ear if you don't. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. No, let's go like this. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh, in regards to XCOM 2, if you're interested, I don't know if I will do it, you know what I mean? I would like to finish it, but there's so little time in the day. I'll try to make something, and if you hate me for not finishing it, I mean, I understand, it's reasonable. But today is about Killing Floor 2, and about me getting some well-deserved sleep, because I'm exhausted. See you guys later. Have a fantastic day.